Hi there, Lake Hills families. This is Mrs. Cook here, coming to you from my at-home classroom. Today I wanted to read to you this book called Strange and Amazing Plants, and this is written by Katherine Knight. I chose this book today in honor of Earth Day tomorrow. One thing I often think about with Earth Day is the things that grow naturally in our environment. So let's take a look. Strange and Amazing Plants. Plants are amazing life forms. With just water, air, sunlight, and soil, they grow into a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes. Plants survive in all kinds of environments, from cold, snowy mountains to dry deserts to murky swamplands. Most new plants start out as seeds. Seeds can be so small they look like dust. The largest seeds belong to the coconut family. Some can weigh 35 pounds. Seeds are often enclosed in a fruit. The granddaddy of all fruits is the giant pumpkin. In 2009, the world's largest weighed 1,725 pounds. Largest flower. Flowers of plants are dainty, lovely blossoms, right? Not always. This flower is huge. It can be 3 feet across and weigh 24 pounds. It blooms close to the ground in a rainforest. Bees do not pollinate this giant. Flies do. And what do flies like? The rotting flesh of a corpse, which means dead body. This big beauty has a very strong odor to attract flies. Its nickname is the corpse flower. Big stinker. Another rotten-smelling giant of the rainforest is this amazing plant, the corpse plant. You'll probably hold your nose if you visit one, but flies love it. The tallest bloom on record was over 9 feet tall. Gentle giants. Imagine trees so tall you could look up, up, up and not see the tops of them. The giant sequoia redwood pines are the largest trees in the world. The tallest are 300 feet tall. The oldest living sequoia may be 3,500 years old. That's a long time to be towering over the earth. I love this picture, comparing the tree trunk to a cabin. Desert guards. Most forms of cactus are fairly short plants. Some grow to be huge. The largest is the cardon. These giants stand like armed guards over the dry land. They are covered with thistle-like spines. Ouch! It can reach 60 feet in height. Amazingly, cardons don't have deep roots and need little water. Some can grow atop a bare rock. Elephant foot. This old shrub lives on a dry desert island off the coast of Africa. It survives by storing water in its thick trunk. It has pretty pink blossoms in spring, and it's called the desert rose. It's also called the bottle tree and the elephant foot tree. Elephant toes. These are not flowers atop stones. They are small, juicy plants called elephant's toes, pebble plants, and living stones. They grow in groups among the smooth rocks of a dry riverbed. They blend in, and animals looking for plant food walk right past them. In autumn, flowers bloom from between the 2 leaves or toes. Elephant ear. Leaves take in light from the sun, and this light helps plants make food. The largest undivided leaves in the world belong to the tropical taro plant. It has leaves that can grow to 9 feet long and 6 feet wide. Its nickname is the elephant ear plant. And take a look at that, comparing the leaf to a person. Shooting skyward. Imagine the lawn of grass that grows 18 to 24 inches a day. You could never keep it mowed. That's how fast many bamboo shoots grow. Bamboo is a woody grass, the fastest growing woody plant in the world. Some bamboos are so fast you can almost see them grow, as much as 48 inches in a day. That's 2 inches an hour. Creeping outward. Vines send out runners that trail along the ground and creep up tall objects. The kudzu vine was brought to Southern America from Japan in 1876, and it became the vine that ate the South. Each runner can grow 12 inches a day, and each plant has many runners. This trailing, climbing creeper can take over entire stretches of ground, trees and all. Living on air. Most plants have roots that draw water and food from the soil. Some, however, can almost live on air. Air plants are some of the prettiest plants. They grow on rock or other plants such as trees. For many, air and rainwater are all they need to live. For some, dirt and leaves collect around their little perch and feed their tiny roots. There are several types of air plants. Lovely orchids come in all colors and shapes. Spanish moss, which isn't really a moss, drapes over tree limbs, soaking up air and water. Ooh, living on bugs. Venus was the Roman goddess of love. A pretty little flowering swamp plant is named for her. The ends of its leaves have sweet-smelling pads that attract bugs. Bugs just love the taste, but as a bug crawls around, it touches hairs on the pad, and the pad suddenly closes up into a cage. The trapped bug gets mushy over time and becomes food for the Venus flytrap. Love can be so cruel. If you look right there, you can see a bug trapped inside. Sticky treat. Like the Venus flytrap, the little sundew plant gets its food not from the soil, but from bugs. The ends of its leaves sparkle with sweet, sticky droplets that look like dew. The perfect treat for a hungry bug. When the bug walks on the leaf, it becomes stuck. The leaf curls around the bug and becomes a treat for the plant. Pitcher of bug juice. There are several kinds of pitcher plants that live in marshy areas. This lovely plant attracts insects with its color and sweet smell. When a bug steps onto the edge of its cup-shaped leaf, it tumbles right in. The sides are so slippery, the bug cannot climb out. It dissolves in the liquid at the bottom of the pitcher, and it is served to the plant. Desert seaweed. The tree of tumbu of Africa is unlike any plant known on earth. It looks like a clump of seaweed in the desert. This bizarre plant grows slowly, forming 2 leaves from a short, thick stem that may grow 1 to 5 feet tall. Over time, those 2 leaves grow and split into thinner straps. By soaking up morning mists, tree tumbos can survive up to 1,000 years. Sea forest. One of the most unusual plants on Earth is not a plant at all. Giant kelp, a seaweed, is actually algae, a plant-like life form. Giant kelp grow in forests stretching from the bottom of a seabed to the water's surface, perhaps 140 feet above. Giant kelp can grow 2 feet a day. The thick forests are home to fish and other water animals. Life on stilts. Red mangrove trees live in salty, swampy waters. Too much water can harm a plant, so these trees have an amazing way of staying above the waterline. They have prop roots that are like stilts. These roots form thickets where birds, animals, and water creatures can live. You can see that right through there. Life on hold. Fern plants have been around since the days of dinosaurs. In dry weather, they curl up and turn brown. After a long dry spell, ferns die, but not this one. It can stay on hold as a brown, dry, curled up fern for up to 100 years. When it gets enough water, the resurrection fern springs right back to life. Standing its ground. Up on the high, dry mountains live strange, gnarled trees, the bristlecone pines. They grow slowly as harsh winds stunt and twist their branches, but they stand their ground and survive. The most weather-beaten bristlecone pines live the longest. The oldest is nearly 5,000 years old, the oldest single living thing on Earth. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed learning about these strange and amazing plants. I wonder what you will do tomorrow in honor of Earth Day with plants. See you soon.